Hey man, awesome bus!
Hey, dude, what are you doing getting all over my bus like that?
Man, this is just really cool. I love this. You gonna paint it one day?
Hey man, do you think you can leave your hands off my bus?
Oh, no problem, buddy. I got that
Oh my gosh. Has this happened to you? Well, that's what today's episode of VWLife is all about. Car show etiquette. Holy cow, this applies to all car shows, not just Volkswagen. So stay with us today. Let's figure out good ways to deal with folks when, well, they get a little inappropriate around our cars. So stay with us today on VWLife.
There's a really important thing to think about. What's the golden rule? Do unto others as you want to unto you, or something like that?
Yeah, dude, what were you doing on my bus a while ago?
I was trying to be the example. See,
setting a bad example.
I was being a bad example, but still an example of what can happen at car shows. And luckily, obviously, I know my dad. I know that bus very well, so we're okay with that. I've literally been climbing all over that since I was like 3.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think one of the important things to think about is how to handle people when they act inappropriate towards your bus. I'm guilty of it. Yesterday, literally at 4th Saturday at Top Notch, I was looking at this Vanagon Westie. It's awesome. It's a Synchro Westie. And I was like leaning on it. I was like, man, this is so cool. And like I caught myself as I was leaning in. I'm like, wait, why am I touching someone else's car? I would hate if someone did that to mine.
Yeah, you were in it. You were looking to see if it was where the synchro
switch was. So I was like leaning in.
Yeah, you were in it.
But I had my hands on the window seal. I was like, man, what am I doing? And so I caught myself. I was like, man, that's not good. And then he was online yesterday, and there's people talking about car show etiquette. I'm like, man, they're talking about me. So guilty. So we're gonna make a video of A, how to act, B, how to handle people when they act wrong.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And I mean, like we said, this is not just Volkswagen buses, but car shows season is coming up. You know, we're made it almost through summer. So especially for us down here in Texas, we're going to start hitting the shows. The Harvest is coming up, October 20th, by the way. So make sure you come to the Harvest free show. $40 for swappers. Get as much space as you want. Get that little plug in. But it's important that we talk about this because I think this is like an unspoken thing. And the issue that people have is when you do find somebody doing that, how do you approach them? Mm-hmm. Because you don't want to be a jerk. But at the same time, jerkness doesn't make somebody else being more jerky, right?
Like I've seen the stickers like, unless you're completely new, don't be leaning on this because of worry about belt buckles and stuff. That's true.
Yeah, or rivets on your Levi's or whatever it may be, or keys dangling.
Belt buckle.
Belt buckle. Got a big old belt buckle here that said Pro Rodeo Champion 1983. So anyway, let's talk about, first of all, just as a car owner, and you know your car's in a show, you open it up because it's a bus or whatever, and you want to show it off, and
it's happened. I know all the situations come through.
I know, and it's like you look up and there's like 17 kids in here
laying on your bed, or if you have a Westie playing with your sink, or just because they got a ladder doesn't mean you got to climb on it.
Yes. How many times I've seen a kid up on top of Jerry? I'm like, whose kid is this? It's on top of Jerry. Are you on Ziggy too? You know, like, get down. So anyway,
playing with a paper towel.
Yeah. Hey. Stop. All right. So let's talk about scenarios.
So you walk up. I'm laying in your bed.
So I'm coming.
Oh man, these things have beds in them. This is so cool. Wow. Lights work. Whoa, look at that. They got lights, so if you're sleeping, you got...
Sir.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, sir, this is my bus.
Yeah, this is awesome, man.
And what are you doing?
I'm just showing my kids how it works. The bed and the lights and stuff. Oh, it looks like I cracked that. Sorry.
I'm going to need you to step out of my bus, please, because this is not your property and you're technically trespassing right now.
Dude, it's a car show, man.
Yeah,
you were like, the doors are open.
It is a car show, and car shows are to look at things. There's not an active participant. This isn't Disneyland.
Dude, there ain't no way you'd react this way if someone was in your bed.
You want to see how I would react? Boy, what the are you doing in there?
Blur that one out. This one is called Car Sitting at a Car Show, but you want to see what's inside.
Oh, wow. Look at this hippie van. How cool is this? Oh, wow. Hey, how do you get into this thing? I want to get in here and look at this. This is the coolest van I've ever seen. Wow. Look at this. There's got to be, oh my gosh, look at this. This is a Volt. Oh, I bet this was at Woodstock. How cool is that? Hey, look at this. I'm going to get in this van. Oh, wow. Look at this. Wow. Feel that steering wheel. This is awesome.
Now, how you're supposed to look at someone's car at a car show.
Holy cow, this is one cool bus. I love it. Look at the detail on this. Wow, those headlights are cool. Love the Volkswagen emblem here. How neat is that? Look at this cool rack. Man, they did a great job on that line painting that.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, man, is this your bus?
Oh, this is my bus.
Wow, that is really awesome, man.
I appreciate it.
I really am glad you brought it out here today.
Thank you. You want to see the inside?
I would love to see
Let me
the
open
inside.
up for it.
Thank you for inviting me to see the inside.
Here you go. Yeah, man, here you go. Come on in, check out the inside.
Oh, wow. Do you mind if I,
Hey, thanks for asking. Go ahead.
all right, because I'm going to get behind the seat. Thank you so much.
That's right. At a car show.
This is really cool. I really want to say thank you for letting me get into your bus, and thank you for letting me sit in here. I remember sitting in one of these. My grandfather had one a long time ago. This is what I learned to drive in. And boy, this brings back a flood of memories. I really appreciate you letting me sit in your bus after I asked you if I could sit in here. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Go. Man, what is this thing? A DeLorean? Oh my gosh, the paint is jacked up. Ugh, guy needs to do some body work. It's all patinaed. That does not look good. Oh man. God, so rough. God, what a crappy paint job. Golly, man. Hey, can you hand me a beer? I'm just gonna sit right here. Alternatively.
Yeah, that was not the right way to do that. First of all, you're making fun of my Scirocco. Rocky 13, not good. All right, so AJ is going to come back here and he's going to show us the right way to handle this.
God, what is this thing? It looks like a DeLorean. Man, it's a work in progress. I see he's been doing some body work. That's really cool. Huh. That's awesome, man. Look at the interior here. That's so neat. That's so neat. Hey, man, can you hand me a beer? I'm going to check out the Scirocco. Wait for its owner to come tell me more about it.
All right, so you saw the difference there. That first time, he comes in, puts his hand all over the side of the car. He's touching the seats, touching the headliner. That's not cool, man, at all.
Yeah, look, like I said, I've been guilty of that. I was guilty of it last night at a car show. I was leaning on a van again. I caught myself. I was like, what am I doing? But just like, it's not mine. I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
It's a bad habit because we're all used to like your buddy's car or whatever. But when you don't know the people, it's not a good look.
Yeah, that's the thing you got to really be aware of. I mean, even like something like this, I mean, you know, it doesn't have very good paint, but maybe it doesn't have any paint. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter what the vehicle looks like. You shouldn't be leaning on it or reaching in. Definitely should not be reaching inside. I mean, that is somebody's property.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a few more situations for y'all. This one's called looking at someone's engine. Oh, wow, this is cool. Look at all this right here. Golly, running a dual port in here. That's kind of cool. God, what's that, a 009? God, that's awesome. What's this do? Oh. Oh, I gotta put this back. I'm breaking stuff. Oh, he's got an LED in here. A little light. That's kind of cool. Oh, man. That's awesome. And belt's a little loose. Still got fuel in the bowl. Need to change that fuel filter. That's disgusting. Yeah, I don't know.
Do not be that guy. Oh my God. Well, Jake, so car show etiquette. Believe me, you've learned what not to do.
Well, here's the thing. Guess where I learned all that? By watching people, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Like I said, look, I've been guilty of it too, and it's just, I mean, it's bad habits because you get used to seeing your buddies' cars and stuff. Like, if I was looking at the Bearded Wonders, if I was looking at Tommy's Volkswagen,
yeah.
like, I know how to look in there and like it's all right touching it. Sorry, Martin.
But even if it's somebody you know, obviously, I mean, there's a different level of. I mean, you and I, our stuff is our stuff, you know, and you know, but if it's an acquaintance, you know, I'm not gonna go climb in somebody's bus and just make myself at home, you know. I mean, I've a long time ago, a very long time ago, very, very, very long time ago. Some people, they asked nicely, can they go into my 13 window deluxe and what did they used to do?
Roll a couple of
doobies. Yeah. And I said, sure, you know, but they asked. They didn't do it beforehand. This was a long time ago, you know, because it was windy or rainy or something. I don't remember. Mom, yeah, go ahead. But
marijuana is a memory loss drug.
I didn't do it. I don't do that stuff. Anyway, but they asked. Read what etiquette is. All right, here is the dictionary for etiquette.
Mr. Webster.
It's a noun. The customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. The rules of etiquette. So it's out there. It's about, like we said, it's about doing the right thing. So there you go. That's kind of the rules of etiquette. And so car show etiquette is a big thing. It's a very big thing that we want to make sure that people are aware of. And I think the number one thing is what do you deal with the goofballs, you know? So here comes another goofball.
Etiquette in the Volkswagen car world. You know, I've seen a lot of bad things, but you know, it's one of those things that highlights bad behavior. Also seen a lot of good etiquette as I'm leaning on someone else's car. I'm noticing I have a really bad habit. I'm a leaner. What's the McDonald's old motto? If you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's the old McDonald's like
for
slogan back in the day. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think the biggest thing to do is just if someone disrespects your property, is to ask them kindly, and if they don't escalate the situation. I know it can be real easy to when someone's like leaning on your car or whatever it might be. Asking them to stop, or then just if they don't, A, they're a jerk. B, go talk to the people running the show and get some help there. Ask them to leave the show if you're hosting a show and that happens. Hopefully that doesn't come to that. Hopefully they understand after one little mistake. But I mean, I've been at shows and it's such a problem that you see people put barriers up around their car. There's a really nice Beetle that comes to Harvest every year. They usually take 2 spots and they put a nice barrier around it because they don't want people leaning and touching. And it's sad it comes to that because like, I want to look at the car, man. But it's hard to do that when and people are always disrespecting themselves. They're going to want to put up a little caution tape around their car. And so it's stuff like that. It's important to keep these people coming out with their cars. So you want to respect their property and just have that good etiquette. I mean, yeah, Volkswagens aren't at Pebble Beach.
Yet.
But it's one of those things where you want to have that etiquette because it's someone's pride and joy. Even if it has a little hula girl in it that you can just naked.
That's inappropriate. She's missing her pants. Her pantaloonies. So that's
or Ziggy. I wouldn't lean on Ziggy.
No, we don't lean on. It's weird. We are talking about leaning and sitting on on our own stuff and
everything in here.
Yeah, anything in here is free will. Everything in the other garage it's got good paint. But you know what? I mean, seriously, this goes way back, way back. I remember we used to when we were autocrossing and we'd come up there and push on somebody's fender. oh, look how stiff this is. And somebody did that on the GTI, and the old GTI, and you saw palm imprints on the fender where somebody was pushing down on the fender. Hey, look how stiff this is. And it dented the fender. You know, so again, it's just, you could damage somebody's stuff, and I mean, they could file a claim against your auto insurance on that too. I mean, if they got down to that.
I don't think I get to your insurance if they aren't in a car.
Yeah, what would that be? Their health
insurance? You have to go against your own insurance and have to go through that.
Yeah.
But if you're like a pedestrian damages your car, you can't go through their auto insurance.
Oh, wouldn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ask me how I know.
Oh, dude.
I got hit on a bike.
Yeah, you did. That explains a lot.
Wear helmets.
Yeah, wear a helmet. So, in the comments below.
Yes. Tell us, I want to know how to deal with it. That's a positive.
Yeah, yes.
But also tell us some of your crazy stories that you've seen. Maybe not just at a car show. For me, it's always Walmart. If I'm in like Boomer at Walmart or Whataburger. Can I tell the Whataburger story?
Yes.
So my buddy Davey, y'all know Davey.
Tell the Whataburger story.
He and I went to Whataburger back when we were in high school.
You were young.
Yeah, I was probably 16. He was probably 15. We were at Whataburger, and this guy comes up, kind of crazy. He's holding a big old Whataburger cup, and he just starts like talking to us about Boomer, my single cab. He goes, "Man, you weren't even gonna paint it." And like at this point, Davey's kind of started hearing all this stuff. He's getting tired of it. Man, he's not gonna paint it. Man, what motor in Dave's 1600 Singapore, man. And like all these things, like, man, I would do this to it, I would do that to it. And he goes, "All right, man, look, I understand y'all are just kids, whatever." And he's holding his Whataburger cup, sipping. "Look, man, if it was mine, look, all else fails, get yourself a mattress in the back and have yourself a matching wagon." He dropped his Whataburger cup in the bed and walked off.
He dropped his cup in the bed?
Yeah.
I didn't know that part of the story. That's going to get beeped. But
let's put the VWLife over on my face.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it happens. So share your stories. We want to hear and your solutions to dealing with folks that at car shows and because it's car show season's popping up.
Oh yeah.
It's coming around. And speaking of car show, October 20th, Hutto, Texas, Brushy Creek Amphitheater, the VW Harvest. The night before the Harvest cruise is on, we're meeting at the park, and we'll be going down to Top Notch on Burnett Road in Austin. So that's on.
Absolutely.
That's the third Saturday, so we're going to keep that consistent for everybody. So that's the 19th cruise, 20th is the show.
Yep, and we're talking about etiquette. Corn Dog Graphics has these stickers available. Keep your people off of your Volkswagen in a nice, polite way. Thanks to Corn Dog Graphics and the Bearded Wonder.
The Bearded Wonder
for making those stickers.
Yes, man. He's making nice stickers for everybody to have on their cars. And I think also in our goodie bag for this year, Summit Racing has some things that says "You may look but don't touch." Yep, placards to put on your car too.
Sure.
So make sure you check us out at All Metric Garage. We got all kinds of goodies there.
I need to go.
Obviously you went to the Sam Houston Garage. Eat 'em up cats.
Shirts.
But go to All Metric Garage for some of your VWLife swag, also Harvest stuff and Junebug items. So check those out for sure. And make sure you tell your aunts and tell your uncles and everybody you know about VWLife. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you at the next VW show. Bye, everybody.